Oh, the good Pokemon lore. Give me that. Where is it? Where is it? Link it now. I don't want to ask Vex, dude. I don't want to ask her. Coward? I mean, if you want to get on now, you can explain it to me now. But I want you to read the lore to me. Wait, why do I gotta read it to you? Hold on a minute. No, that's not how works. You gotta explain it to me. Wait, hold on. Do you even know about it? Do we both not know about it? You're lying. There's no way you don't. Why does everyone tell me to tell you? Why does everyone tell me to tell you then? That's crazy. I thought you knew. Vex, do you seriously not know about it?
I seriously have not read it.
Okay.
I have not read it.
So how about you read it?
No, I need you to read it. This is your stream. It's your audience. They want to hear you.
But you're the one that has the nice voice.
No, that doesn't matter though. This is your subathon. I see you smiling.
I'm just very sus right now.
I have not heard anything about this lore. All I saw was people freaking out about Pokemon. And I was like,
okay. All right. Okay. Fair. All right. What have you heard? Because I learned, I saw,
okay, I'll be real with you. The only thing that I have seen is Tricky posting a picture of a Pokemon and then Vienna saying something about it really do be Game Freak. And that was about it.
Do you recognize the Pokemon? Or the one that they said it do be Game Freak?
I think that one's what, like Typhlosion?
Everyone's talking about Typhlosion. All right, I need to know what the hell happened with Typhlosion. All right, the relationship between humans and Pokemon. Long ago, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was unclear, there was a village somewhere. One day, a girl from that village went into the mountains to gather firewood. She found well-dried, dead wood deep in the forest, so she kept going further in. Before she realized it, the sun was setting and she had lost her way around her. There were droppings from a Typhlosion, which made the girl anxious. Just then, a man appeared from the other side of the forest. His face didn't resemble anyone from the village, but he was very handsome. The man said, "You must be lost, right? I know the way down the mountain, but with your pace, it would be midnight before we get there. I'll take you back tomorrow morning, so why don't you rest at my place tonight?" Okay, I'm getting weird vibes already. Okay. The girl had no choice but to agree to the man's suggestion. The man took her hand and began to walk. As evening fell, they arrived at a large cave. "This is my home. You must be hungry, right? Wait here." Saying that, the man went outside the cave. After he left, a red light shone from far away in the mountains, and there was the sound of trees swaying. Before long, the man returned, carrying the red berries, and said, "Eat this, then let's sleep for the night. Even if you wake up before I do, don't look at my face."
Okay.
The next morning, when the girl woke up, the man was still asleep. She honored their promise, and she stayed lying down, waiting. Before long, she fell back asleep. She was awakened by the man's voice. When she looked outside, the sun was already setting. "Today we'll eat green berries. Wait here." With that, he went out of the cave. After he left, the same red light shone from far away. Is this guy the Typhlosion? And the sound of the trees swaying echo. Do you know what a Typhlosion looks like, Vex?
Can you show me?
Okay, let me show you. It's literally one of my like my favorite fire Pokemon. It's a Gen 2 starter right after Gen 1. This is the Gen 2 starter. I got Cyndaquil, which is the first evolution of this every time. By the time the sun had set completely, the man returned carrying many green berries. He said, "Eat this, then let's sleep for the night. Even if you wake up before I do, don't look at my face." The girl expressed her concern that her family would be worried and that she wanted to go home soon. The man yawned widely and tapped her on the head. At that moment, she completely forgot about her family and home. The two of them ate green berries together and then fell asleep. Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay, she's not going home.
Okay.
The same routine continued, with them waking up when the sun had set, the man going out to gather berries, and the two of them eating and sleeping together. Eventually, the girl realized that man was a Typhlosion. I knew it. Okay. As winter approached, the Typhlosion dug deeper into the cave and said to the girl, "Go and gather wood for firewood. Break off the branches from higher part of tall trees." The girl tried to do as the Typhlosion instructed, but the tall trees scared her, so she could only climb the shorter ones. When she brought back some branches, the Typhlosion said, "That won't do. If it's not from higher branches, humans will find us." When the snow began to fall, the two of them lived in the depths of the cave, mostly sleeping. There was plenty of food. Occasionally, they would wake up, eat, and then go back to sleep. One day, when she awoke, the girl was holding a child. After several days and nights passed, the Typhlosion said, "Your father is looking for you, but you are my wife, so I can't return you. I will have to fight him. Okay, the girl pleaded, please don't do that. Don't kill my father. How can I live with you if you kill my family? You are a good person, so please stay here with me and sleep. And she's holding a child, which means that this Typhlosion and this girl had sex. Okay.
This Typhlosion had an explosion.
Yeah, but he was a handsome man. He can transform.
I mean, okay, it works, right?
So far, this isn't that bad. All right, let's stay here and sleep. The man nodded. The next night, the Typhlosion woke the girl and said, your father's close by. Go and see. When the girl went outside, a snowstorm was raging. She climbed a low tree, broke off a branch. When she returned to the cave, the Typhlosion was singing a song she had never heard before. You broke off a branch, didn't you? Soon your father will come here. I'm going to do something bad to your father. If I am killed, take my eyes, my voice, and my heart, build a fire at the spot where I was killed, and burn them. And while they burn, sing this song until the fire goes out. What the hell? The girl said, please don't do it. Don't kill my father. If anyone is to be killed, let it be you. Goodbye. We will never meet again. Those words, the Typhlosion went outside. After a while, there was a loud noise, and when the girl looked outside, she saw her father had killed the Typhlosion. She rushed out and said to her father, Father, you have killed my husband. I have been living with him all this time. He was my husband. Please give me my husband, the Typhlosion's eyes, voice, and heart. Okay, so what the she said that she wanted nothing to do with him. Okay.
This feels like a bad fanfic, but...
that's what I'm saying. This is from Game Freak? This is...
Yep, I guess so.
Why am I reading this? Okay. The girl built a fire where the place where the Typhlosion had been killed, put his eyes, voice... How do you put someone's voice there? And heart into the flames. She sang the song that the Typhlosion had taught her until the fire burned out. The girl's father built a small hut on the edge of the village for the girl and her child to live in. Eventually, spring arrived. The young men of the village often teased and tormented the girl and her child. Oh, it became worse over time, and one day they tried to drape a Typhlosion's pelt over them. Ooh. Okay.
That's dark.
That's dark. The girl returned home and pleaded with her parents. Please tell the villagers to stop teasing us. If they put that pelt on us, we will surely become Typhlosion. We are already half Typhlosion as it is. Despite the parents' pleas, the villagers did not listen. In fact, they found it even more amusing and eventually draped the Typhlosion pelt over the girl and her child. At that moment, they howled loudly and vanished into the depths of the forest. The two were never seen again. And so people came to understand Typhlosion are half human beings.
Which half?
It doesn't elaborate. We're going to need to have a sequel to this.
If you had to guess.
I imagine the arms and the legs.
This is apparently based on a real-life myth involving a shape-shifting creature called a Mujina from Japanese mythology, with Typhlosion inserted in its place. Typhlosion was apparently based on the Mujina, and while it's not word for word, because it's a myth, it may as well be.
Really? So, okay, this is, I guess, based off of Japanese mythology, I guess. Okay, well, interesting. That's not as bad as I thought it was going to be.
What did you think it was going to be, though?
I thought it was going to be, like, grotesque. I guess that's why I can believe this game from Game Freak, because it's Japanese mythology. And it's not as bad as certain people would put it. I don't know. I feel like people would put in some crazy details. I think it's...
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, I feel like there's more. Yeah. Like, what do you think? What do you think it was as bad as people were thinking?
It doesn't surprise me. Like, it does not surprise me.
Does it justify the reactions everyone's getting?
To be honest with you, with how many people do smash or pass with Pokemon.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Everyone's like thinking of like crazier stories on their own. And this one comes along. Everyone's calling him Game Freak. And I'm like, are you serious? Have you looked in a mirror? You're the, I'm not. This wasn't.
Okay,
this
would you
isn't
do
as
smash
bad.
or pass Pokemon? Would you?
Yeah. What?
You said yeah. No, you heard it, Chad. He said yeah.
Wait, what did you say? Did you say would I smash or pass Pokemon?
Yeah.
I think I've done that once. Maybe. Did I do that? I don't know. Maybe I didn't. No,
but would you do it again? Like.
What? Oh, would I do it?
Would you do it at all? Would Jen? All? Does it matter?
Like, you're talking about like for content, like smash or pass, like all the like Markiplier style?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, I'd do it for content if people want to see that, but I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows, like, that's been so overdone now that I'm like, why do you want to hear my opinion on it, dude? Have you done a Smash or Pass for Pokemon?
No, I have not.
You should do that. You should get on that. Especially for, like, you know, smashing Seviper and Ekans and Arbok and stuff. Great.
Why are you limiting me to the snake Pokemon?
Because.
Because why, Go?
Because snakes need other snakes. Snakes need snakes.
I feel like that's a little bit racist.
No, it's not.
I can't breed with other types of Pokemon?
No, dude. You can't have half-breed snakes running around, dude.
What?
What are we doing here? Then they're not snakes anymore.
Half-breeds.
They're not snakes anymore. We need more Ekans. What am I saying? There's only like 3 types of snakes. We need more. We need a 4th type.
Going to the Google Doc, Co.
Just kidding.
Casually telling me stay with your own kind.
Oh, have you seen a Slakoth?
No.
Slakoth is Gen 3. It's a sloth Pokemon, but it turns into like a gorilla. Hold on, let me show you. So Slakoth is a sloth, the first evolution.
Okay.
Then Vigoroth, and then Slaking.
He looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, you better Slay King. Look at him.
Slay King. Exactly. All right.
Is that a Smash or Pass for you?
For these?
Yeah.
Which one?
Slay King.
Slay King? No, I'm a pass.
Why? What doesn't do for you?
The eyes. I like enthusiasm.
Oh, you don't like that lazy bedroom?
No. You just get a doll for that then.
Okay. That's fair.
No, yeah. That's that. No, dude. Wait a minute. I shouldn't even elaborate. I'm just gonna say Smash or Pass, and that's it. I'm not even gonna elaborate.
No, it's okay. You pop off. It's all right.
No, I'm not elaborating anymore. All right.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's do this one.
In the distant past, when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was still blurred, there was a woman and her companions. Every day, they were bored, so they would often catch Slakoth living in the nearby forest. They played cruel games with the captured Slakoth, sometimes killing them for fun, gouging out their eyes, and cutting off their ears.
All right, pause.
What the fuck?
Okay, now we're getting into some weird shit, all right? Why is everyone freaking about Typhlosion? What?
One day, the woman was walking alone in the forest and saw a Slakoth hanging from the tree. She climbed the tree to catch it, but slipped and injured herself. At that moment, Vigoroth appeared. This Vigoroth had a torn ear. The woman, startled, tried to flee, but her injured leg hurt too much, and she couldn't move. The Vigoroth, with the torn ear, suddenly attacked her. When it saw her, the woman lost consciousness.
Damn,
Yeah. When she awoke, she was in an unfamiliar place. Before her lay a clear lake surrounded by trees, from which many Slakoth and Vigoroth were hanging. All the Pokemon bore wounds somewhere on their bodies, marks left by the woman and her companions. Upon closer inspection, she noticed that some of the Slakoth hanging from the trees were corpses. Oh. They were very Slakoth. They were the very Slakoth that the woman and her friends had killed and discarded. The Slakoth were throwing those corpses into the lake.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! This was way worse! What the hell? Why are we talking about Typhlosion?
This is so dark. Terrified, the woman tried to run away.
In the document listings,
but
all this
appeared. The Slaking also had a torn ear. The woman realized that this was the same Vigoroth she had seen earlier, and fear overwhelmed her, causing her to faint once more. When the woman regained consciousness, she found herself at the entrance of the forest near her home, surrounded by her friends. They carried her back to her house. Sometime later, the woman gave birth to a child, But it wasn't a human child.
Pause.
It was
All right, go ahead.
It was a slack-off. She intended to abandon it, but couldn't bring herself to do so. She stopped meeting with her friends and decided to raise the slack-off.
She...
Your chat's killing me. Oh. They were with her.
Who the hell is
really
talking
dark.
about Typhlosion? What is this, dude? Do you see what? So she gave birth to a Pokemon.
Yep. Or maybe it's a half Pokemon. We don't know.
A half-breed? Oh.
No, wait, hold on. It says that she did give birth to a Slakoth. So she did give birth to a Pokemon. But why did the other woman give birth to a half Pokemon? Like, is it just certain Pokemon
Because
when
the
they breed
Typhlosion
was already
can
a half
turn into a
human?
guy. So they had basically human sex, which bore a human child. The guy can transform into a Typhlosion.
Can somebody make the meme of the guy pointing with all the conspiracy stuff on the wall, and it's just trying to explain how humans and Pokemon make half Pokemon babies?
But you see, when they it was always in human form. No, get this. It never transformed. Go ahead. Continue. What?
Okay. One day, her friends, concerned about her, visited the area near her home. They found the Slakoth sleeping there, the child of the woman. As they always did, they caught the Slakoth, stabbed it in the chest, and killed it. Jesus Christ.
They killed the baby!
Your face is sending me right now.
They killed the baby!
They took its corpse and headed to the woman's house. When she saw the slain Slakoth, the woman was overwhelmed with sorrow. She grabbed the Slakoth's body and ran deep into the forest. Her friends, shocked, chased after her.
Oh my God.
As they ventured deeper into the forest, the surroundings suddenly opened up, and they found the same clear lake from before. Around the lake were many Slakoth and Vigoroth. The woman stood before the lake and, holding the lifeless body of the Slakoth, threw herself into the water.
Oh my God!
Afterwards...
You gotta be kidding! Dude!
Afterwards, the woman's friends began to treat Slakoth as companions, just as she had in her final moments. This is the saddest thing in the world, chat. Can we get 5 gifted subs?
No, the first one, absolutely. Actually, it wasn't even that big of a deal.
Well, both of them lacked consent, but this one was way worse.
Well, it was like, the first one was more like a, like a Beauty and the Beast type situation, right?
Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, kind of like that, right? This one is it's just hitting you with constant flurries of sadness and darkness. This right here, I'm sorry, but this right here, this is the now this I am shocked that this came out of Game Freak. Oh God, Octillery? Oh my God, I don't even want to know about this one. This one, have you seen? Okay, you probably haven't seen an Octillery. Hold on.
No, you need to show me.
You'll laugh at this one. You can
only imagine where this is going.
You can already imagine where this one's going. The collapse of culture and relationships. There was a time when the boundary between Pokemon and humans was blurred. Oh God. In a coastal village, there was a man. One day, as he was walking along the shore, he found a female Octillery washed up on the beach. The man had relations with the Octillery. And then threw it back into the sea. Ah, yes. Like a Tanga egg. Throw it out into the sea, huh? One and done, huh? The next day, he went to the same spot and found the same octillery again.
The same one. Okay.
He once more had relations with it and threw it back into the sea as before.
Are you sure this is not just the story of Gen Z?
Oh, okay. One night after several days had passed, the man had a dream. In the dream, the octillery spoke to him. I cannot come to you, but I will deliver our child to you. It is our child, yours and mine. The next morning, the man went to the place where he had met the octillery. There he found a boy. The man took the boy home and raised him. You know what?
Did you just kidnap a random child?
I mean, it's his child. Is it kidnapping if it's your own child?
You can kidnap your own child if you have a...
I think we're beyond custody and legal talk here. When it comes to Pokemon babies. There, he found a boy. The man took the boy home and raised him. Time passed. The boy grew into a young man. And the father passed away. All right. The octopus passed away. Sounds good. The young man was always lonely. The boy better not. That's his mom.
It's another boy, octillery. It's fine.
The young man better not his own mother. One day, as the young man was walking along the shore, he saw a group of people playing in the distance. They all held very large swords in their hands, and they danced. The young man approached the people as they got closer. Okay, never mind, we're good. He saw that Sharpedo were playing along the beach. When he tried to get even closer, the Sharpedo suddenly leaped into the sea all at once. However, one of the Sharpedo lingered, looking around 3 times before swimming away. At that spot where the Sharpedo had been playing, there was a large sword lying on the ground. It was a shape he had never seen before. It was very sharp and pointed. The young man took the sword home. The next day, the young man took the sword and went into the forest. While walking through the forest, he encountered an Ursaring. Do you know what an Ursaring is? It's a bear. It's a big old bear.
I would assume it was a bear.
Yeah, it's a bear. He tried slashing at the Ursaring's mouth with the sword, and the mouth was easily severed. Next, he stabbed at the Ursaring's eyes. Oh, God. And they were easily pierced. Finally, the young man thrust the sword into the Ursaring's chest, and the Ursaring died effortlessly. That day, the young man killed 30 Ursaring. Oh my!
That escalated very quickly.
Oh my God! Christ. From 1 to 30? After that, he always carried the sword with him, playing by injuring the Pokemon he encountered or cutting off parts of their bodies.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. One autumn, while the young man was searching for firewood, he lost his way. He becomes basically a Pokemon killer. Lost his way. After walking for a while, he stumbled upon an Ursaring's den. Inside, there was an elderly Ursaring lying down. The elderly Ursaring looked at the young man and said, "Come inside." Oh my God.
Oh.
This thing can talk? The young man hesitated, but as it was getting dark outside, he entered the den. Before long, people began to enter the den one after another, filling the room completely. Looking closer, he saw that all the people had scarred faces, and some were missing their eyes. They were chatting among themselves, but the young man ignored them and fell asleep. At one point, he woke up to find the elderly Ursaring lying beside him.
Oh no. We all know what happens when you lay beside Pokemon and you fall asleep, according to the last 2 stories.
This guy better not be pregnant. That's all I'm saying. He fell asleep again. When he awoke once more, there were many people around, talking about something. Again, the young man ignored them and went back to sleep. When the spring arrived, the elderly Ursaring spoke. "Do you want to go home? Then I shall send you home. When you return, a whale lord will soon be found near the village. Go there. We will send a man. You must leave the sword behind and bring a witness. Why did you do such things, cutting faces and slicing off noses?" Okay, I'm lost.
This is like 5 stories put into one, I feel like.
I thought we were talking about an octopus, but now we're with bears. He has a kill count that's freaking insane. I don't know. He's bunking with an old bear. The elderly Ursaring escorted the young man back to the village. Upon his return, the young man recounted everything that had happened to the villagers. The following morning, the young man took the villagers with him and headed to the shore. As they walked along the coast, they found a large whale lord. Nearby on the beach was a Teddy Ursa. Teddy Ursa's the baby version of Ursaring. When it noticed the young man, the Teddy Ursa hid it in the forest, and a large Ursaring came out in its place. As the Ursaring charged at him, The young man tried to draw the sword he had hidden, but it got stuck, and he couldn't pull it out. So he rushed at the Ursaring with his bare hands. The young man and the Ursaring scrappled, punching each other's faces. They strangled each other with all their strength, and so they choked each other to death, collapsing on top of one another. The villagers went back and told others what they had seen. This is some, like, really bad, like, M. Night Shyamalan type writing. What the hell? That's the worst story. Yeah. That sucked. This felt like Game of Thrones. It started off real good.
What? Which
and
part?
Then it freaking dipped.
So you're saying that you enjoyed the octopus?
I'm not saying that I enjoyed it, but you can't deny a hook like an octopus. Now that is a crazy ass hook.
So if somebody had said to you, "Hey, Ko, here's this story about an octopus,"
no.
Would have been like, "I'm in. I'm fully in."
No. If the title was "How I F***ed an Octopus," I'm like, no, I'm not reading that. But it's like, here's how, but if the title read like my recipe book for the greatest pancakes, and then first thing is like, it all started when I was walking along shore and I f***ed an octopus. I'm like, what the fuck?
And
what
you know
is happening?
What? I bet you would read the rest because you'd be like, where is this going?
Yeah, I'm like, where? Exactly. I'm like, where are the pancakes? What do you rate these stories? What about the first one?
I didn't think it was terrible. Like,
yeah,
at least it had story beats and it like made sense.
Yeah, exactly.
To me, these read a lot like high school fan fiction from fanfiction.net.
I know. I'm like, there's no way this came from Game Freak, but it did. It's so weird.
The first one, I'd probably give it like maybe a 6. Like, it's not terrible. It's passable.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it a 7. I thought it was the most cohesive one out of all these. The second one.
I'd probably give it about a 7.
I give it a 3. I hate that shit. I hate that she drowned herself, and then at the end, the freaking people were like, "Oh, I guess we're not gonna treat Slakoth badly anymore," after we killed her child.
Well, see, that's the whole, like, we learned a lesson here.
Yeah, I guess there's a lesson to be learned after non-consensual Pokemon sex happened, murder, and Minecraft suicide. All right, the third one.
Oh, this is god-awful. This is like, oh, can I give it a negative number?
Oh, I'm with you. If you give it a negative number, so am I.
Oh, yeah, this is like a negative, like, 100. Like, this is bad. Like, this is really terrible.
I'm going negative 2.
You know how you can tell if it's bad writing? If you're constantly saying, and then this happened, and then this happened.
And then this happened.
And then this happened. And that's exactly what happened here.
Yeah. That's the epitome of this story. It's like, and then the boy grew into a young man. And then he found a sword.
Yeah, and then he found a cave. And then this happened.
And then he killed a bear. And then he killed 30 bears. At the end of the day, this turned out to be a story for the villagers to say, like, bro, you're not gonna believe the shit I just saw.
This is literally what it is, because it's like, and most people would be like, no, you're high. No, you're
nah, dude. What are you smoking, bro? Well, that was something.
That was an adventure. Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
I actually knew about these stories. I just wanted you to read them.